What's up guys, welcome back once again to your Heroclix headquarters. So today we're going to do a quick fun little team build based off of the new Spider-Man Miles Morales video game. If you guys haven't played that game yet, it's awesome. It's just like the other PS4 Spider-Man game. So if you enjoyed that, you're going to enjoy this one. But without further ado, let's check out the team. Alright, so of course, since this is inspired by the new Spider-Man Miles Morales game, we've got to start with a Miles Morales Spider-Man. And this time we're going to be using the brand new one from Spider-Man and Venom Absolute Carnage. So we'll take a quick look at him and see what he can do here. He starts out with a trait that gives him the Dimensional Travel Watch. He can start the game with the Dimensional Watch equipped at no cost, which is great. So of course we're going to use that, because why not? He starts with a special movement power that gives him plasticity, sidestep, and stealth, which are 3 great movement powers to have. And then a special on his attack that gives him precision strike. And when Spider-Man is given a move action and moves 5 squares or less after resolutions, he can use incapacitate as range at no cost, and may use it to target all opposing characters within his range and line of fire, which is 4 range, so that's pretty good. You can move 5 squares and then incapacitate everything within 4 squares of him. It's pretty awesome. He also has improved movement for elevated terrain, and he's got the Ultimate's team ability that gives him improved movement and targeting through hindering terrain, which is going to be really helpful to deal with stealthy characters, as well as, you know, letting him move through it with his own stealth. Then taking a look at his dial there, so you can see he's got 10 movement with that plasticity, sidestep, and stealth combo, 11 attack with the precision strike and incapacitate special, 18 with super senses, and a 3 damage with outwit, which again is going to be great when comboed with the Ultimate's team ability there to be able to see through the hindering. And then we'll take a quick look at the Dimensional Watch so you guys can see what that does. It gives him phase teleport. And when this character hits an opposing character, if no character has been placed this turn after resolutions, you may roll a d6 on a 3 through 6. Place another friendly character with the Spider-Man family keyword adjacent. So if you guys have seen the calling in help from the Spider-Verse trait, basically just gives him that trait and a phase teleport, which does combo well with his move action thing here. He can actually phase up and do that big incapacitate special. So I actually feel like this is currently the best representation of the video game Miles Morales so far. If you guys haven't played the game yet, he has a lot of these awesome, you know, Venom attacks where he can basically shock a bunch of people at once. So I think it's good representation of that. And of course he's got stealth and sidestep because you do have the ability to turn invisible in the game, just like he has that power as well. So really cool. I think the best one to represent that so far. Now, since this is a PlayStation Spider-Man game inspired team, of course the next figure we have to bring in is the PlayStation Spider-Man himself. Since Peter is kind of Miles' mentor in the game still, of course it's great to include him in the team as well. And this is still one of my all-time favorite versions of Spider-Man, so we'll take a quick look at him. He starts with a trait, Spider Sense. He can use super senses, but succeeds on a 4 to 6 protected outwit. Of course, he's got all the improved movement you'd want, elevated hindering, outdoor blocking, and characters. Another trait that gives him at the beginning of your turn, you may turn him to his dial to the same click number of a different color, and if you do, heal him one click. So a little built-in healing, and you can switch between like 2 modes pretty much. It's pretty cool. Sidestep and stealth again, and free place him in a square of hindering terrain within 4 squares in line of fire. Again, super helpful to get in or out of a fight. And then he's got incapacitate and incapacitate as free. So that's great as well. Lots of incapacitate on the team. And then a special damage power that says free, choose one, outwit, perplex, close combat expert, or exploit weakness, and he can use the chosen power until your next turn. So a little bit of pick a power there on the damage is really nice. And you can take a look at his dial. So he's got the 2 different 5-click dials you can switch between at the beginning of your turn. So he starts out with the sidestep, stealth, placement power, and of course the Incapacitate as free power with some toughness and shape change as well. And then you can switch to the Charge with a 12 attack Quake, 18 combat reflexes, and the 3 damage with the Pick a Power special. Both very good, and just switching between them as you need is excellent. Nice little 4 range there for the Incapacitate, and he's indomitable on top of it. So of course a great Spider-Man all around. Great representation of the game Spider-Man. Now moving on, in the original Spider-Man game, one of the other main characters was of course Mary Jane. So we're going to use this awesome new Mary Jane from, again, the Absolute Carnage set. This Spider-Man, though, if you guys didn't know, was from Captain America and the Avengers. I should have mentioned that earlier, but pretty much everything else is from the Absolute Carnage set. But taking a look at Mary Jane again, if you guys haven't seen her, she is crazy for only 15 points. So she's got the Secret Identity, Iron Man, Marvella, and She-Venom trait, which when she would be KO'd, you can instead replace her with one of those listed characters. And on click number 9, and then if that character's KO'd, then they get an extra 25 points. So pretty much if you just want to have any of them on the sideline, any or all of them, for her to potentially switch into is going to be insane and super helpful. And then of course she has her other trait that you can give her a power action, and if no friendly bystanders named Paparazzi are on the map, you can roll a d6 and generate a number of Paparazzi bystanders equal to half the result in squares within 4 squares of her. So to just pop them out anywhere within 4 squares of her is pretty crazy. And then yeah, you can see there they've got a sidestep and a 10 attack with Incapacitate, and they're autonomous. And as you can see, she is also autonomous, so none of their actions will count against your action total, which is super helpful. Some sidestep, energy shield, and shape change makes her pretty annoying to deal with. She's also a wild card there, so she can copy, you know, maybe Ultimate's team ability if you have to get through some hindering or something. But yeah, she's just great. Just sidestepping around, taking a power action to generate, of course, all the Paparazzis to do some incapacitates on your opponent is super helpful. Now the next character I want to bring in was actually in the PS4 Spider-Man DLC. So if you guys played the original game but didn't play the DLC, well, you should have, because it was also amazing. But Black Cat was actually a huge character in the DLC for the original PS4 Spider-Man game. So of course we're going to use the new Black Cat here. And she starts out with a trait here that when establishing theme teams, Black Cat gains the named keyword of another character on your starting force. So of course we're going to pick Spider-Man Family for this team, since everybody else on it is Spider-Man Family. Then she's got Leap, Climb, Sidestep, and Stealth. Again, super helpful movement powers. And then this awesome Bad Luck field that opposing characters within 4 squares of her can't use probability control to reroll attacks that contain a 1 or a 2. So definitely messes up their rolls if they start rolling low. It's really great. And she also brings the Underworld team ability for all of our wild cards to copy and help carry each other around. And pretty good stats too for only 40 points. She's got 11 attack with Precision Strike, 17 with Combat Reflexes, which combos great with her Stealth, and a 3 damage. And don't forget she's got that 3 range there to shoot from. And yes, she's really great for only 40 points. She's gonna help the team out a lot. And now getting back to the actual Miles Morales game, we do have a character from that. So we're going to use Prowler. Now this might not technically be the same guy under the mask, but the new Prowler for only 30 points is going to be a huge help to the team, because as you can see here, he's got Smoke Cloud and then Smoke Cloud as free, but only to place 3 markers. He's got some improved movement for elevated and hindering, which is really nice. Pretty basic dial. As you can see there, he's just got 10 movement with stealth, some 4 range, 10 attack, 2 damage with perplex, 17 toughness. He's also got the Spider-Man team ability over there. Only 30 points, but really just, you know, stealth, perplex, and especially the free smoke cloud is what he's here for, because if you didn't notice yet, she's got stealth, he's got stealth, and he's also got stealth. So we have a very stealthy team, and they're going to make good use of a free smoke cloud. Plus, the free smoke cloud combo is great with the PS4 Spider-Man, so you can throw that out, and then he can just kind of place himself in it. It's really great to help him move around for free. And yeah, lots of sidestep to move around without really having to get too many action tokens. But now we do have one more character I'm going to use, and we'll still have a little bit points left over, but I'll talk about that in a second. So back again to the original PS4 Spider-Man game. There was a character in that we didn't really see, but his voice was used a lot. And I thought it was appropriate to use him because he was voiced actually by our very own Scott Porter, and that's going to be Harry Osborn. So if you guys haven't played the original PS4 Spider-Man game, Harry Osborn is in a bunch of the side missions, and he's voiced by Scott Porter. If you guys have seen all these Scott Porter unboxing videos for WizKids, it's the same guy. So I thought it was really cool. I thought I would include him since it's all kind of related that way. And yeah, he's pretty good. He's definitely worth the points. As you can see, he's also got the secret identity trait for American Sun and Green Goblin, so you can put one of those on the sideline to switch into if you'd like. And then he also has an 11 attack with Precision Strike, so if he gets in a close combat fight, he actually can do a little bit of damage there, 1 damage at least. Autonomous and Willpower definitely help him get around, and some late dial sidestep as well. But he's got some support, so if things don't go our way, we can run back here to Harry Osborn and get some support to heal back up. And I think that's pretty great. Of course, he's also a wild card, so you can just carry him around by copying the Underworld team ability. And he can, get through hindering if he has to with ultimates. So, really nice little fun team based around the video games. And we actually have about 35 points left over. And I'm going to leave that open-ended because there's not really any other characters from the games to put in here for that point value that would make any kind of sense for the team. But there's plenty of options for 35 points. Me personally, I'd probably use Spiderling because she can reroll Super Sense rolls of friendly Spider-Man family characters within her 4 square range, and then use the extra 5 points for the Wakanda EarthX map bonus because that also gets you another reroll of Super Senses. But since we do only have 2 characters that really rely on Super Senses, I guess 3 if you use Spiderling, that might not be really the best idea. You could also use, the new Eddie Brock or the new Flash Thompson. They're both 35 points, and they also have the secret identity mechanic to turn into some Venoms if they would be KO'd. Those are both great choices for 35 points. There's a lot of things you could do for 35 points. You could use Gwen if you wanted to make it a little bit more of like a Spider-Verse kind of team, like the movie. That'd be cool too. And then you have 10 points left over for like an object or something. So let me know in the comments actually what you guys would like to do to finish off this 35 points, because there's a million options, honestly. And if you guys aren't lucky enough to have the PS4 Spider-Man figure, I know he's kind of up there in price. He's like $30, $35 at least, usually. You can really use any Spider-Man in this kind of point range. The rare one, the Iron Spider-Man from Avengers Black Panther and the Illuminati, that one's pretty good. He has an 85 point line as well, and he makes a great close combat figure, as well as having stealth, so he still combos with our whole kind of stealthy lineup. You can also use the EarthX Rare Spider-Man. He's 90 points, and he has some retaliation type effects, and you'd still have 30 points left over. But yeah, there's lots of great options for Spider-Man. This is just a fun team that I threw together because I was super excited about playing the game. So let me know what you guys think of it. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this team build. If you did, make sure you smash that like button for me. And let me know, of course, in the comments what you would build based off of the Spider-Man Miles Morales video game. Or if you've played the game, let me know what you think about it, because I think it's pretty awesome, just like the original. And yeah, don't forget to click that subscribe button so you don't miss any more awesome videos. And if you guys would like to help support the channel even more, there's links in the description for the Patreon. You can see your name here in the credits, as well as check out all the other awesome stuff we have for you guys there. But that's going to do it for this episode, so thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, this has been Heroclix Headquarters, signing off.